Ah.
Gah. Yeah. But yeah, I think I made this tweet like 6 minutes ago, and now I'm live. So that's, good time. To be honest, that's probably fine anyway. People click and they say I'm flying. They think, I'll wait. It always takes a couple of minutes for people to show up anyway.
I click immediately, and then if they're not there, I'm like, guess they stopped.
Yes, it's all fine. Yeah. That was a very quick stream. I missed it. Just go away.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? How's it going?
Hello.
We were delayed because we were talking Yingle Yam secrets.
Yeah, Yingle Yam stuff happening. So we didn't want to talk with that on stream. Squad just went up. Well, squad is in. Squad is good. Thank you, Sapphire.
I don't know who did it my end, but it just popped up that I was in a squad, so I was like, oh, someone did it. Thank you.
Someone did it.
Whoever.
Yeah. It's a lot of time today. Like, as much as I would like to, and I think we probably still should, just have a bit of a chat before we start. We also want to try to finish today, and because man, we've been at this case for a while. We've been at this case for 5 streams, and that's a long time. I feel.
Yes.
I was making videos into highlights yesterday on my Twitch, and I had to find them all together and then save them and stuff. And it's like, yeah, since we returned to Ace Attorney, we've done 5 streams on this. I think some of them have been a little short, but we've also done some longer ones, so it's just long. And obviously, it doesn't help that we spend sometimes up to an hour at the start of every stream just talking. But to be honest, that's half the reason I do these streams anyway, so I'm not upset. How's everyone doing out there in chat land? That's where you all live. And we connect to you via the little chat window on my screen. That's how I speak to you chat robots.
It is true. Are they all bots? What?
I think so.
I thought they were people.
I thought they were bots.
No.
Very advanced bots, mind you. With all in.
But they talk about eating and stuff. Is this all just part of the programming?
I think so. They probably think they're eating, right? Because that's better for them to
smushing food at their face.
I was thinking more that it's just in their minds, right? 'Cause they are robots, and they think they're having normal lives and stuff, which is why when they're telling us about their day and whatever, it all sounds realistic, but secretly they are just a bot. That's why it feels so real for us when we talk to them.
Apparently,
anyway,
my audio is out of sync. Is it back
dear.
in sync now? Blee blah blue blah blee.
Are you singing to make it easy for them to catch the sync?
La 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 la. Do you know my go-to every time I'm trying to test my audio is to repeat the same thing, and then I'm like, that doesn't help, because I'll just be like beep 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 beep, and I'm like, that's harder to tell.
Yeah, exactly. The classic thing is to do clap.
Yeah.
Because then you see when the hands come together in front of the microphone, and you can hear a clear clap sound.
Should get my clapper board.
Yeah, exactly. That's how. If they do it in Hollywood, it's probably all right everywhere else. Maybe not. That's maybe not the best.
If it's good enough for Hollywood, it's good enough for me.
Yeah. You would know more than anyone. Not so much that you're Hollywood necessarily, but in the movie business.
I only ever had to.
Where's the farthest you've gone to film something?
Norway.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever went to Norway was work.
So that's pretty close.
True. And the director never used to translate anything for us. So they would, after we'd done a take, they would just have this conversation, and then they'd either be going for it again, or they'd be like, yeah, we've got it, let's move on. And all of the camera crew were British, and we never knew what was happening. And then they'd just be like, come on then. We'd be like, okay, I guess we're done. It was quite confusing.
Yeah, that seems like a little bit. Was the movie in British? Or was it English?
It's
a Norwegian movie, okay.
So I to this day still have no idea what it was
about. What the plot of the movie was, yeah. That's interesting.
Very lovely country, though.
It was probably about fjords.
We did a really bad thing, though. The British
What?
crew, we did not behave well in a foreign country. We
What
did
did you
something
do?
very illegal.
Oh no.
But no one was hurt, so it was fine.
Okay.
We went out. I think, is there some rule in Norway about like,
Now keep in mind I
like,
don't actually live in Norway.
well, I
So,
think,
so I might not
do I
know.
there must be a Norwegian somewhere in the world. Probably in Norway. But
I feel like I probably have one or two in my chat, but I'm not right now, maybe possibly, but yeah. Thank you, Actress, for subscribing.
I think there's like a rule or a law where like like the cut off for selling alcohol cuts off quite early, I think, compared to England, which is 24/7. Or there's like limited places that you can get it or something. Either way, the camera guy was really determined to get a drink, and we ended up, I think we might have just got into someone's hotel room. I can't remember if we even knew this person or if we just... Either way, I have a memory of ending up in a hotel room. And then we realized we had to drive back. We were staying with the director, and we had to drive back to their house. Everyone was very drunk. We drove back to the director's room. None of us could remember the in-between part, how we got back. All we knew was that in the morning we all woke up, we were like, what happened? And the parking was underneath the director's... It was like a block of flats, and the parking was in the basement, and there was a big scratch all along the wall of the ramp that you drove down that just led to our van.
Oh no.
We were like, we made it back. And the only reason he let us park underneath his flat was because we got a parking ticket every single day before that, and we kept on expensing them to him. So he was like, just use my parking space, and we were like, okay. So yeah, we did not represent.
Firemouth has said, yeah, that sounds like it probably wasn't very allowed. So that's expert Norwegian opinion right there. So,
I don't think what we did was allowed either.
No.
I don't really remember what we did. Bad. I'm sure. I think it was fine though.
You think so?
Fine.
You think it was fine?
I wasn't driving, so
you were
I'm
innocent?
only partially to blame. But yeah, it was a very fun shoot though.
Yeah.
And then it encouraged me to go back to Norway twice more since.
And at those times, it wasn't for a shoot; it was just for fun.
No, that was for pleasure, not work.
Norway is I'm supposed to be all insulting of Norway and stuff because we're neighbors, but it's actually a beautiful country and a pretty great place to be. I mean, obviously, like, for nationalistic purposes, I have to say Sweden is better in every way. In form. But Norway is pretty good. Like, honestly, all the Scandinavian countries are pretty great. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I often wonder, right? It's like, is it purely because I've been brainwashed into believing it because I was born here, and like, or is it like nationalistic pride that like, oh, I just blindly like ignoring all the faults and so on. But I genuinely feel like living in Scandinavia is the best way to live in the world right now.
I can see that. Like, the thing that people, I think I've said this before, but you know how a lot of our friends consider themselves as weebs? I am like whatever the Scandinavian version of that is. Like, I would love to be Scandinavian.
You're a sweeb, yeah.
I think I must have a little bit in me because of where my family are from, all the up north and Scottish parts. So there must be a little sun in there. Going back.
Top tier whiskey,
there's always
Nancy,
like,
thank you.
There's one in every member. Right, so all of my family tend to have 3 children, and there'd always be 2 shorter ones with dark hair and then 1 tall one who's blue-eyed.
Okay.
With probably lighter hair, and so I think that is like the Viking genes going through.
Yeah,
And
there's
that's what
enough
I got. I
Viking
got
genes
the
for
tall
one
blue
kid.
eyes.
Yeah, there's enough Viking genes for one kid, and then the rest get British or whatever. I have been
Well, I
invaded
think my
by both
dad is
Nancy
like...
and Kirsty in my chat for some reason. Hello, friends.
Aww.
Nancy mocked my drinking glass, and Kirsty said that Nancy was smelly. So there you go. They apparently wanted to talk to me on Discord.
What about?
Like, I don't know.
Should we invite them into the call? Is it a public thing or
I don't
a
know.
private
Is
thing?
it secret? Is it a secret call? I
Is
mean,
it secret? Is it safe?
is it safe? Like, I don't know. It depends on the discussion. Because we're still in the chatting phase of our stream. We haven't gone on to actually play the game yet. So,
Let's
in
just
theory,
make a
if you
podcast
want to talk
instead.
something. Yeah, I mean,
Asa Watney?
we've talked about having a podcast for so long. I've just eventually just given up because, yeah. Just
Scandy Boo. I want to be a Scandy Boo.
Scandy Boo. I like that.
Scandy Boo. I just, like, when I was in Norway, people would mistake me for Norwegian, and it made me really happy. Like, they would just start
Because you were
talking to me
tall.
in Norwegian, and I'd be like, thank you. And yeah, like, the average height of British women, I think, is like 5'3", so none of the
Is that really
clothes
5'3"?
properly fit me. Yeah. And then I go
Now,
across
says,
to...
invite us. It's awkward to talk to Kirsty solo. Okay.
True.
I guess we're now inviting
I've been
them.
there. They can do the voices as well.
Yeah, just joining our stream.
Now
Why
he's like a
not?
professional voice actor.
Bro, I almost was too. Actually, I almost was a professional voice actor too. In the fact that I
Hello.
saw once. I saw a post about you should apply to this thing, and I looked at it, and I didn't do anything, but I looked at it. So that basically makes me a voice actor too.
Wait, what's happening?
There's a. Do you know what a Zombies Run is, Nancy?
Yeah, Briony sent me it, and so did Kirsty,
I
both
can-
independently of each other.
Oh, I applied
Which is
for
very
it
nice.
too.
Yeah,
I haven't
saw
applied for it.
somewhere,
I'm too
and
lazy.
and
I'm going to.
That's me too. I'm also lazy, but I was looking at it and like, this seems pretty fun. I should try that. Yeah. So that was my qualifications. for
Imagine
saying
if
that
we
I
all
am
got it.
That'd be
that was
so
so
cool.
cool. Yeah.
I
The
need
Yog- the
more.
Yogscast-
I need more
the Yogscast
credits.
thing. Yeah.
Uh,
Get something on your IMDb.
Get
Make
more
them
on
up.
my IMDb.
Yeah.
Zombies Run seems like such a fun app, though. Like, I mean, except
So
for the running
it's
part.
basically an exercise app, but like every now and then, like the zombies are chasing
Yes.
you, now run, basically, and then you have to run.
Yeah, I
it
think
plays
it's-
like zombie noises in your ears, and you're like, oh, you run fast.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's quite cool.
That's it.
See everybody, I'm on Netflix. Sorry, just because you guys didn't know.
Yeah. It's officially out now
front
and
page,
on Netflix
front-
and visible to watch.
front page.
My
Front page,
favorite
front
thing
page for
from
you,
that was in the Yogs Reddit, someone was like, I didn't know Ravs was in this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Me and Rabs don't sound fucking anything alike.
No, it's just
Like,
the
that's the
accent. But
thing.
even the accent isn't that
Even the
close,
accent,
you know?
he has a much different accent to me.
Mm.
Like he sounds
Yeah.
very Glasgow because he's from Glasgow, and I sound very different because I'm from all different parts. Like
Yeah.
we don't know what sound alike. It's racism, is what it is.
The only time you sound similar is when you both put on the stereotypical Scottish voice, you know?
Yeah, but we don't. Yeah, we don't stream like that, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
Anyway,
But to be honest,
we
I've
were-
given up on that idea anyway because people think me and Silas sound different, which I find mad, honestly.
You do sound
Wait, do you
different.
mean
Yeah.
the same?
Sound
I
the
mean,
same?
sorry to say, yeah, I meant the same, yeah. People like mistake us in videos and stuff.
No,
like that.
you
I
don't
cannot
sound
understand
anything
that.
like Xylus. Xylus.
I still
No.
get people commenting on main channel videos going, wait, Kirsty and Shadow aren't the same person?
What?
Jesus.
You're-
So I must assume
Shadow's
some people
very
just...
American.
Yeah,
Canadian.
exactly.
Very Canadian.
I just must assume that some people like watch on a phone with bad speaker while lots of sound is going on and only a half pay attention. That's the only way I can assume this is the case. Really bad sound quality. Or something.
I can appreciate it because when I don't know people very well, their voices do sound similar to me. Like I had two friends who I could not tell the difference between when we started playing Dota together online for like months, and now they sound completely different to me. So I think
Yeah,
you do
it
just
is a
get
matter
like
of getting to know
voice
someone. That's true.
blindness.
It's like Booth
voice
and Ozzy as well, though,
deafness.
isn't it? Like Ozzy sounds a lot more southern, but they just sound the same. They have the same voice. When I first started recording with them, I was like, oh no, who's talking?
I mean, yeah, in the beginning. But right now, I could.
Yeah, but now
like,
it's
yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sean Bean
that's
1,
true.
Sean Bean 2.
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah. I know I
Basically.
can tell the difference between the Sean Beans.
I have only heard the actual Sean Bean. I haven't heard this new.
Let's hear your best
Twitch
Sean Bean.
Give them a moment, for pity's sake. No, that's too Scottish. Way too Scottish. That isn't then right. I could tell
That
immediately it was
reminds
wrong.
me. One of my favorite moments in Lord of the Rings is when I can't even remember what's happening. That like something bad's happening to Frodo, but there's a close up on Pippin
Typical.
saying Frodo in slow motion, and you can just see his Scottish accent of him being like,
Frodo! Yeah.
The reason
So what? Yeah.
we
What were
want to
you
talk
actually
to you.
want to talk to me?
We want to know when you're going to Bristol.
So
What days?
"Is this spoilies?"
So this
Well, I
is
don't know. Is it? That's what I'm at. Is it spoilies?
Well, okay. I haven't like nothing is confirmed yet. I would like to go, but it might happen. It might not happen. So let's. Can you guys wait until after the stream and we can have a bigger
Oh
conversation?
yeah. We were
No,
gonna
I can't
anyway.
wait. No, I
You
can't
can't
wait.
wait.
Nosy
Oh,
wanted
I
to
just
fix the
can't
issue.
fucking wait.
Okay,
man.
fair enough. So I would like to go, but I'm not sure I can yet. I'm still in the process of figuring stuff out, basically. But more
I booked
details
mine.
will be shared with you, friends. Oh, you booked mine.
No, I booked mine.
Oh, you booked
Brilliant.
mine. Oh,
I
so
booked
good.
yours as well, actually, yeah.
Yay!
Aww.
I'm sending you down in January, actually.
No oh, shit. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Alex wanted me because we were supposed to go to Wales to watch to Welsh Comic Con to meet William Regal.
No,
So-
that's the first weekend of December.
Oh, it is the first weekend of December. Okay, damn.
But you could
Crazy.
come
I
over in either June or July for AEW UK.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm happy to announce I will be there the 7th until the 10th.
Oh, so you're going later in the week, so 7 till the 10th. Okay.
I'm not going
That's
to
cool.
go early because it's professional stream,
Yeah, well, to
and I want to be
second,
there
yeah.
for poker.
Yeah, okay. When is poker? The 9th?
Is that a
Eighth?
leak?
Wait,
Somewhere around that?
are
Are we
we?
leaking here?
We're leaking
Wait,
a bit,
I'm just
I
gonna,
guess, but-
I'm just
wait,
gonna
wait,
change
wait,
my
wait.
title
Wait,
to like
no,
the
no,
place
no,
for
no, no,
Jingle
no,
Jam
no, no.
announcement.
No.
Yeah.
What I meant to say is I want to be there for the entire month, which is it could happen anytime.
So okay. Maybe this is a conversation better done for off stream. But
Okay, that
Yeah,
idea.
Nilesy.
You're right. I'm sorry. We don't know. Honestly, nothing's confirmed. This is all just up in the air.
the thing is, like all jokes aside, a lot
We're
of the
making
stuff is still-
guesstimations for the most part.
all of the stuff is still a little bit up, but like I don't think
Yeah.
it takes anyone surprised, but we're definitely planning some poker.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
because that's the classic Jingle Jam thing. So
Yeah.
we'll return you with more details when more stuff is figured out, and I will chat with you guys after the stream if you guys are
Yeah.
still on Discord and we can plan stuff.
I'll be streaming.
Of course.
Okay, well after your stream as well then.
How long's this?
Oh yeah,
How
pub
long?
quiz.
Well, I
Yes.
don't know. Like
Hopefully.
we tend to go until the game ends at a logical stopping point, and then obviously the
Right.
more we talk before the game, the longer that
Well,
stream ends up
if
being.
you stop it now, then it's the stopping point is like last time's stopping point.
That's brilliant, and which is a very good stopping point. Yeah, that's point.
I like
Just a half an
I
hour
like
stream.
Briony's idea. Let's just podcast it.
Yeah, I mean to be fair,
Yeah.
that's what we do. We usually every Friday we have like a 45 minutes to 1 hour podcast at the beginning
Right.
of each stream before we actually start playing. So
You
everyone,
should
yeah.
put them on YouTube and stuff. That'd be good.
Listen, I've been
We go back to the beginning and just start
Just cut
saving
them all
it out
together.
as podcasts.
Yeah.
Just do an introduction and a goodbye, and we'll
Yeah,
be
man. Why
We're
not?
on loads of
we're on
episodes.
we're on 32 episodes right now, and I think there's podcasts with varying degrees of length in all of them. So in theory, I could just go back through the highlight thing and take
Yeah.
the talks at the beginning and just put them. Because
Do
they're
it.
the most random things.
1, 2, 3 in the chat if you want Reading to do that. If we
This-
see 5 1, 2, 3s, then it will be done.
I don't think I can because it's literally like Ace Attorney music in the background. I'm not sure you're allowed to have that on podcasts.
Oh, is it?
Not super.
Well, yeah, just
Also-
get Briony to do that and overlay it like quietly in the background.
Oh, there we go. You got 5. Nice.
Oh
There's
my
a
God,
lot
there's
of 1, 2,
5.
3s actually. Yeah, a lot of 1, 2, 3s. Well, I've been thinking. I've been talking about like having an actual real podcast at some point, but that's harder to actually get around. Something
I was-
you know very well, now. It's hard to get.
Well,
that
my
actually off the
podca-
ground. Yeah,
Well, it's because I can't be bothered writing the script.
you don't.
there doesn't need
much
to
of
be a script.
You just need a couple of articles, right? Not to
Yeah.
spoil
I don't
what's
know.
about,
It was
but,
just
yeah.
I just couldn't be. It's no, you can spoil. I've talked about it on stream and never know. I just couldn't be bothered in the end. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like after TwitchCon, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
That is like the hardest part about doing the podcast with Kirsty is having to write
Yeah.
up the script every time.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah,
always
yeah.
goes off, like she's always
Yeah.
ad-libbing things.
Speaking
It just,
of-
It's true.
I had
It's a lot-
I had a
lot of
dream
edit.
for your podcast today, this
Ooh.
morning. And I woke up
Whoa.
and I was so excited about the dream. I grabbed the phone, it's like, and I rambled on for 9.5 minutes about
Oh
the
my
dream.
gosh.
Until I realized that the stuff that was interesting in the dream for you guys was not the stuff I talked about on the recording. Like, and it's so long, and it's just me rambling about the game I played in the dream. Like, I'm not going to use this for the podcast anyway, so I can just spoil it. Basically, I dreamt that they had announced like a new Dishonored game, and it was called
Streaming game.
Dishonored 2,
Oh.
right? Which was technically already a game. And they showed the multiplayer part. And so I was dreaming that I saw that on a YouTube video. And then I spent like half my recording talking about the mechanics of the game, which is like the least important part in this dream. But there was other stuff as well. Just the fact that, there's a bunch of people there. At some point on, Silas came along and I had to show him the YouTube video. And like, that was more interesting in the dream. But instead I was just talking about, and then you could use Blink and there was a painting you had to steal. That part's not interesting. But yeah. So
This calls for, we need a Comfort Zone Pitch Please crossover episode.
Yeah.
True.
That's
Yeah.
a great idea. Ideas you come
Yeah.
up with in the dreams pitched as business ideas.
that
Yeah.
is actually something, yeah, that could work. Carbon Boy 2? Not quite. But I do have but I have dreams recorded. Like, that isn't this one for a possible.
It's just such a
possible-
shame that you've already been on it and you can't go back.
I know,
No,
right?
you
I know.
can. We're just having
Oh, I can?
season 2.
Season
Wow.
2.
Wow.
Rhythm
Interesting.
Boogaloo. Our group name, I've been told, is Brink.
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 That's good. That's a good name, Team Brink.
We should start a podcast with the 4 of us and just be Brink.
Brink.
I like that. Brink. That's
Brink.
really cool, actually.
Yeah.
We're
I
on
think
the
it's-
brink.
It's important to find a good name. This is why when me and Kirsty and Briony we're Team Kirby, because that works as well. And when it's me, Boba, and Briony, it's BRB and so on. So you gotta
No, BRB
find.
doesn't work.
No, I
No.
think that's good.
BRB is a flipping stretch, and you know it.
We
Is it because
need
Briony, Riddy, and
more-
Boba? BRB.
We need
Briny,
more,
Riddy,
like
and Boba.
Ozies, and can we get someone called Ian? Maybe just we
Right.
need some more, and like Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Good
need some people with
vowel
vowels
names.
at the start.
We need some eyes and ease.
Boba, Bryony, Riddian. Let me think.
What's BRB, Nosy?
BRB.
we-
What does that mean? BRB.
It
It
means
means
be right
Boba,
back.
Brithy, and Brady.
But it means you're leaving.
But we're
Well,
coming back.
we say it.
Your
we
name.
say it when,
Your
we
name
say
means
it at the end of
goodbye.
the, we say it at the end of the stream. All right, everyone, BRB. And then
Okay, that's funny. Yeah,
So
then
that's
everyone
funny. That's
waits. They're like,
but
they
then
said
they're like,
we
everyone
said
okay,
sits there
BRB.
waiting for
They're gonna
us.
be.
Yeah.
How long
Why
are
have
you
they
gonna
gone
be?
offline?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, dear. Anyway.
Team
What
Ball.
are
Team
you
Brink
two
is a
up
good
to?
name, though.
Being ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah,
Us?
were you just sitting around chatting?
Us. We were
Us?
just chatting about where the heck Nazi's gonna stay when he comes to Bristol.
Mm.
And then I was watching Mr. Tabs.
Yes, I had Tabs Camp.
Tabs,
Nazi.
I forgot Tabs' first name. Is it Tabs?
Mr.
Tab. Tabs.
Mr. Tabs. Yeah.
Tabs.
Yeah.
The first
I
Is
knew
this
it
a
was
good
Mr.
time to
Tabs.
tell you?
But I remember,
that-
maybe this is also something I dreamt. I dreamt that like he had a first name.
Yeah, it's Fats.
Ian. Is it
No,
Ian?
no,
It's Fats, like
Ian
Fats
Tabs.
Domino.
Fats Tabs.
That's Domino.
That's Domino Tab. That's his
Bookmark.
middle name.
No.
His name's FD Tabs.
Bookmark Tabs. His name's Firefox Tabs.
Oh, that's good.
If you do stay with us, is this a
If
good
I-
time to
if
tell
I-
you
if I
that
come down,
we tend
Oh,
to
I'm
put
staying with- I'm
his
staying with
litter
Brian,
tray in
Your
that
bed.
room? So
Right?
you may,
Okay.
he does do quite stinky poos. I won't play it down.
Right? Okay.
Brady
there
was
he
supposed
is.
to be encouraging him to come.
I think the benefits of getting to cuddle Tabs every day outweigh his poos. And
Well,
mine will die
His
on this
poos
hill.
are pretty hefty.
Oh my god. Well,
I mean, it doesn't really make a difference because we can smell them from the computer room when he does them in that room anyway. So you can't escape.
holy
They just
crap.
he
It's
like
not
does
his
one and then he
fault.
starts running and he wafts it with him.
So
It's
okay.
because Kirsty feeds him so much food.
No, I
yeah, that's
don't.
fair. Yeah.
Shovels
That's
it in.
Just like 8 more tap, 8 more. So were you saying I should bring myself some air freshener? This is what I should
Bring a clothes peg to put on your nose.
Yeah,
Bring some
yeah.
potpourri.
Potpourri.
Potpourri, yeah.
Potpourri, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should probably play a game. Thank you so much for popping in, guys, for a little chat.
That's okay.
We'll talk
Oh, you're
more.
welcome. Don't worry, we're still here. What's
Oh,
going
okay. You guys aren't actually leaving. Fair enough. Okay.
I
I'm
think
wait,
we
what?
should do the
What?
voices.
Yeah, you could join in for voices if you want.
But then, you know, we wouldn't be here every week, and people would be like, wow, it was so much better before.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But it's
We-
it's
we
Jingle
could sort
Jam time. Everything's crazy.
Yeah, it's
True.
wacky rules going on.
You see that? I mean, this isn't leaks because I'm going to talk it in air,
Mhm.
but that stream Ridian is pretty much confirmed.
Hmm?
That
Fantastic. That sounds
And you-
great.
Stream.
you're being sent something in the mail.
Oh, fantastic.
Ooh.
You probably
Except-
know what that
yeah,
is.
yeah, I'm excited. Yeah,
I don't know.
that
what
actually
this is.
I thought that was a fantastic idea. I was worried. I'm
Are you
gonna be very
wrestling?
vague.
And
No.
we're wrestling, dude. That would be so good, though.
I don't know how that would work, but yeah, it would be good.
I'll
I'd
wrestle
watch.
Briony.
Oh no! Don't pay suicide.
Somebody said
I'll
that.
do it. I'll do
Somebody,
it.
somebody said this before about strength versus agility.
Yeah, you win.
Which one
just-
am I?
Strength.
Bronchi's strong.
Bronchi strong.
Strong.
Wait, what was your cheer before?
I hope they get it to me fast enough because. So for my new shirt, right?
It's ages
they-
away.
Yeah, sure, but still, trust me. They were supposed to send me samples for my shirt, so that I could look at them and decide them what to go. That was an era of issues of like
Oh yeah.
say problems.
By
with
the way,
appearing, not
guys,
arriving.
Ridian has new merch. Nice,
Yeah,
nice
thank you,
drop
Nancy,
there,
thank
dude.
you.
Go buy Ridian's merch,
Whoa.
everybody.
I
It's
felt really
really
bad
cool.
because I released new merch this week and I was going to do it on Tuesday and I was like, I can't do it on the same day as Ridian. So I postponed.
Yeah.
Well,
but-
You welcome.
Briony also has a new shirt out, and it's
oh wait,
very
Brian
nice
has a new
looking.
shirt. Where's
Yeah.
Brian's shirt? I didn't see that.
Oh,
She
it's not
posted
on the
it onto Whiter.
Yogs.
Yeah, it's a
Where is it?
non-Yog shirt. It's on
No,
Oh,
it's
it's one.
independent.
brinyk.4th-wall.shop.
Oh, fourth wall.
Wall
Yeah,
Do
slash
you know? I got an
the
email
hashtag.
from Fourth Wall, and they were like, "Hey, set up your merch store." I was like, "Finally,
Yeah.
Fourth Floor is finally getting in contact with me."
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
signed up, and I was like, "Right, let me just go through a couple and I was like, "Wait, this isn't Fourth Floor," and I haven't
Why
used it
don't
since.
you sign up with my affiliate link and not
No,
Kirsty's
why don't you
instead?
sign up with
Why don't
my
you sign?
affiliate
I asked
link?
first.
I've already
Why don't you
signed up.
sign?
Okay, hold on.
already
First
signed
of all,
up.
he's already signed up. Second of all, I'm here. I
What?
haven't made a fourth wall shop yet.
Ridian, why
so-
don't you sign
Yeah.
up with my affiliate link?
Because I asked Ridian if he would sign up with my affiliate link, and he was like, "Oh, Kirsty has one too, so I have to decide which of you I like more."
That's true. I did
And
say
then he
that.
was like, "Because she plays Final Fantasy with me," and I was like, "Yeah, but I encourage you to get a good night's sleep, so really, I'm
Wow.
helping."
But that's just a business decision because you want him on the podcast.
Ah,
Yeah,
I see right through you.
What's your store, Briony? Briony what? Briony
K, A
Just a
Y
K.
K A Y.
KAY.fourthwall.com.
Mm.
Wait,
I'll link you,
send.
Nazi. I'll send a link.
Thank you.
Well, the chat wants to know.
Oh, does chat want to know?
Yeah, of course they do.
Wait, Briony's chat will have a link.
I have
right?
a command.
Where's Brian?
Is
Hold
it
on,
dot
let me get
shop?
these guys up.
It's brionyk-shop.fourthwall.com.
Oh, brinyshop.fourthwall.com. I knew
Right,
there was a
Briony.
shop
That way, there is a hyphen.
Briony,
What?
look,
That doesn't
I'm-
work.
Briany, look, here's the thing.
brinyk-shop.fourth-wall or fourth wall?
Fourth wall.
It's briony-shop.fourthwall.com.
I like the
I'm
title
going to
of the
record this
shop, the
conversation
Nui.
and use this as a trailer for the show.
This is a promo, yeah, exactly. Like on the podcast promo.
Okay, I found
Yeah.
it. I found it.
What's
I found
that link again? Briony-k-shop-4th/wall.
.com dash.
it. Okay, these are very lovely things.
No,
On
you
here.
just follow me.
Yeah, listen, OCD, right? I don't like the follow button, and there's a lot of people I haven't been following because of
Yeah.
that. So nothing personal.
That's fair enough.
Oh my god,
But-
your fourth wall is linked to your YouTube.
Yeah.
Why do you have two videos of Ogu? Oh,
Because
you
one
do
is a
have two videos
short.
of Ogu. One is a
That's
short.
a
I see.
trailer for the video, because apparently that is what
Wow.
business do.
Yeah, that is what business do.
So I'm trying to be business.
Yeah, into YouTube.
But it didn't work earlier, and it uploaded as a video, and then I had to re-render it and upload
Oh,
it twice
no.
more before it went to shorts,
no.
and everyone got pinged every time.
There's
that's
bunny
good.
t-shirt's the new
Love
one, huh?
notifications.
The one with my name on it is the new one. The darker ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Because I never had any black t-shirts, and everyone always likes black t-shirts.
Well, yeah, that's what I always been advised.
Yeah.
Like, make your t-shirt black.
Yeah.
Make your t-shirt
I
black.
prefer black.
I'm a pastel guy. I like
I
bright
like-
That's why-
pastels.
that's-
If I
True,
can, I
that's
like
why-
multicolors. You know, I think
All
that's
of my
nice.
previous stuff was pastel colors, because
Yeah.
that's what I like.
Mm.
That's what I want. Do.
That's
Well,
what she
the thing
wants.
is for me is that like I have so many black and gray t-shirts. Like so
Yeah.
anything that is a little bit more colors, I like because it stands out. Because what I usually do is that I have a hoodie over a t-shirt. So then having a different color there is good because it looks better basically.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is white t-shirts.
Yeah, I really don't like white t-shirts.
I only have
come?
one white t-shirt and it's got my face on it.
Looks like I'm repacking for Bristol.
It's the Orange Cassidy one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a unique
be
t-shirt.
fair,
There's
that-
only one in all the world.
yeah, but that's why it's awesome. I love that shirt. It's fantastic. To be fair, like obviously the idea is stolen, but that makes sense because it was for a Halloween costume. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean the thing is like so there is another merch thing happening.
Oh yeah. Before we breeze past it, let's give Viridian a big round of applause for getting rid of that garbage R.
What do you mean?
Clap, 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 clap.
The R is still around. It's still my
He still
Twitter
has the
Twitter
R.
avatar.
Get it
It's
off
still-
the store.
it's
Get it
still-
off. It's your Twitter
It's-
avatar?
Yeah, it's always been my
Viridian,
Twitter
get
avatar.
rid of that
For
R, man.
years.
Arr.
What do you want it
Get
to be? My face?
rid of it. It
'Cause
should
honestly,
be
'cause
Umbrella
honestly-
Ridian.
Yes.
It probably should be. It should not be Umbrella
Umbrella
Ridian, no.
Umbrella
But it probably
Ridian.
should be my face. But yeah.
It should be your face or Ace Attorney or something that's not a R.
Why
But
do you
it's
hate
really
the R so much?
I got
It's just a
distracted. What
letter.
new merch are you talking about?
Ridian has got
We're talking
some-
about
a
the
new
R
t-shirt.
right now. No, it's, no.
R.
But like, there's another merch project coming out, and I don't think I can leak much about it. I know this is the leak stream, but
Can you
No.
tell us at least? Is it an R?
it's not an R. It's not an R.
I
Praise
didn't
the
realize
day.
this was Tabs Cam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
got
have tab
some
cams going
yeah.
on in the middle of all this as well.
What does Nazi have against the letter R? It's bad branding to say, okay, my brand is a letter of the alphabet.
Can I stream Tabs Cam?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. If you've got enough room on the street.
Oh my god.
Here you go.
Nice. So
Oh yeah, I can see
the
that.
branding part isn't necessarily just
oh my
the
god,
letter,
bunnies.
right? The brand isn't just it's a letter. It's the shared color, the specific font, the circle. Like it's a logo, is what it is, right? It's like having, the T for Twitter. That's a brand, or the
The
F for
bird
Facebook.
is the Twitter logo.
Yeah.
By the
okay,
way,
fine.
It looks
D
like
for
the
Tumblr, F for Facebook.
it looks
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
rabbits. It looks like the rabbits are like those guys from the Muppets, like the old guys, and they're just like watching the show.
This ain't half bad. That's right.
Yeah,
it's all
it's all
bad.
bad,
Yeah, exactly.
The real question is the bunnies listening to this or not? No, the real question is, who cares? Yeah, it's great.
Oh, boy.
The
boy.
bunnies are just looking at the cat. It's great.
Yeah, but yeah, get rid of that R, man. Get rid of it.
No, it's
Hate
well.
the
I mean, if I
But
could,
one
if I
bit of
could
merch
get
we
another
can talk
cool,
about
Oh,
yeah,
is
The Christmas
the
thing.
Christmas charms.
they're
Yes.
so good.
They're-
They're
aren't
so
they
good.
amazing?
They are so good.
Niles' is one particularly is amazing.
Oh, I like
honestly.
mine.
That
I like
grumpy cat
all of
is
yours.
amazing.
I think yours are
I
all
think
great.
we all have great ones, but out of all of our fours, yours is my favorite.
I think we
Like,
can all agree that
Nina's
Mango's is
version-
the best.
Yeah.
I like mangoes. I actually think that's a fucking flipping
We
brilliant
talked
one.
with her yesterday about it, and it's just,
I love it so much.
it's so weird.
Just when everyone was posting all of theirs, like, oh, I want to use this one, I want to use this one, and then Mango just kicks the door down like, this one.
This
I'm like,
one.
oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this really, if you could redraw it, this is a very nice pixel art. No, this is really cute. I like this. Like, this is my face on a snail. It's like, okay, here we go. We're doing
What's
this.
Mango's? It's Mango's face on a snail.
Yeah, that's literally.
But
it.
it's Mango's face on the shell and then Mango's face on the face as well. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
And the snail is screaming.
Yeah. And it's
My
like
favorite
hogging or
part about
something.
the whole Christmas decorations thing was the confusion when they were talking about whether Doubtos had permission to use the picture of his little stoat thing, but
Yeah.
then Nina thought he meant, does he have permission from the stoat itself? And it just got really confused.
Well, I mean, that's a good question.
It's good.
That
It's
still
good.
has agency.
It's true. I think ultimately Nina redrew it anyway, basically, rather than a picture. And
Against the
same for your
Stoat's
Grumpy
will.
Cat, right, Nancy? Although I don't know where your Grumpy Cat was art from the beginning anyway, right?
No, I bought it. I
Okay,
bought
yeah,
that
you bought-
Grumpy
yeah.
Cat. It was
You
like
bought the
$10
Grumpy Cat.
on like dreamstime.com or something, which was
Okay,
like a
yeah,
random stock image site
Yeah.
I used.
And then she drew it as an actual art, and it looks
Yeah.
fantastic, particularly with the little Christmas hat on. It's brilliant.
He's cute.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
one
just went
looks
for
so
my most popular
cozy.
one, the little Korok.
What's that, Briony?
Dabu. I was saying he looked so cozy, and then he did a little stretch.
Yeah,
He's
he's stretching today.
Baby
Yeah.
boy.
It's not impressing old Waldorf and Statler though.
No, we've seen better. Wow, he did like a real big breath, so like really expanded his stomach and then down again, and then now he just stopped. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Wow, he breathes slowly.
It's because he's got
Oh, there we
sleep
go.
apnea.
Maybe.
He doesn't have sleep apnea.
apnea.
It's because he's so big. He's got sleep.
No!
More taboo.
This is such a long running bit. This is so.
Oh dear.
A hand.
A hand up
Oh my
here.
god. That's just how cats are.
He's just having
Sleep and
a
eat.
big snooze. This is prime sleeping time.
I know.
We'll
You
wake
could just
up for dinner.
release like
I'm
a
jealous.
10-hour loop of Tabs just snoozing. That would be
Yeah.
amazing. I'd watch it all the way through every day.
Yeah, from start to finish. Yeah. It's lovely.
Right.
If I do go down, I'm excited to meet him.
Yay.
Excited to meet.
I wonder what you're
Beyond-
going to say there when you said, if I do go down, I'll go down fighting. Taking you all down with me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna give up easily.
I wouldn't go against Tabs. He's a heavyweight champ.
This is true. Well
oh,
done.
baby.
Well done.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's got flicky hair.
That's because of the fleas.
No, please.
I can see them. I can see
There
them on
aren't
the
any
stream.
fleas.
I can see them
Wow.
jumping
He is
off.
flealess.
Look, I can see them jumping off. Look, you don't see them.
No. But he's hiding.
Yeah, you saved the fleas. He's trying to
Sad.
crush them.
No.
Poor
boy.
Tabs. It's
How
getting
are
such.
cats comfy when they're so folded
Mm.
I don't know.
upside
Imagine-
down?
Let me show you his little feet.
Well, sometimes when you sleep, you end up in a weird position anyway. So
Yeah, but I don't end up
I-
like that.
know.
Look at him. He's like a shrimp.
That's actually he is like a shrimp.
like a king lobster. Lovely.
Shrimp.
Put that pancake on his head again.
He's holding his tail.
Yeah.
Kirsty has a pancake.
Did you crochet a pancake?
My mum did.
Oh.
She's never crocheted before, so I gave her a crochet hook and some yarn, and I was like, "Have fun," and she went, "Okay," and she made that. She was like, "I don't know
Now-
what it is."
Yeah. Now Bree is here.
Bree,
insulting
should we get
Tabs as
Bree in
well.
the chat? If we
Bree,
get enough
Bree.
people in,
Yeah.
we'll just do one voice each for the
Yeah,
lawyer.
yeah, that works.
Tabs, your blanket's too small.
I just invited Bree into the chat.
Oh
Just because, right? You know.
Bree said shrimp, much too fat. Oh wow.
Yeah. I can't believe he'd go so far as to insult Tabs and his
that's
weight.
disgusting.
Yeah,
He's
I
open.
feel
He
like
can't
this-
focus on him. It's doing a little disco.
Yeah, my camera's just poo.
There's too much
stop
cute.
putting things on my head.
See, the Tabs right there.
Oops.
Tabs is
That
asking.
you bro?
Please, please. I'm too fat to move it off.
Oh,
No, he's just a baby.
he can
He's
roll.
not
He can
just
roll.
a baby. He's a dignified man in the prime of his life. All
He's
right.
a
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a
Gentleman.
background passenger on the Titanic.
What does that even
I
mean?
don't know what that means, but I like it.
I think we can all visualize
Oh my god! Oh my
that.
god! Look at him! Oh.
Oh,
I can't. I have aphantasia.
oh, that's sugar. Yes, true. You do. Okay.
Yeah. I
Um.
linked someone who had
Darn.
It's very
aphantasia to-
offensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
please
right.
keep it down.
The
I'm
guy
trying to sleep.
who, one of the guys who made God of War Ragnarok.
I wanted to ask this actually, Briony. Do you have face blindness as well? Sort of.
I
'Cause
am
that's a
very
pl-
bad at recognizing
Yeah.
faces.
I was reading an article the other day that was saying that comes with aphantasia,
Yeah.
aphasia, or whatever it is.
Because it was really horrible when. Because if I see people regularly, it's not too bad. But after lockdown, when I hadn't seen people face to face for like a year, I
Yeah.
would just have people talking to me, and I'd be like, "I'm
Oh my
gonna
God,
know
who's
who
this
you
person?"
are soon, hopefully."
Just waiting for context clues in the conversation to like, that's who he is. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's a part of it. I thought it was really interesting.
yeah. I don't know, man. So there's 5 of us here now. Oh, 4 people on a cat.
Yes.
I guess we're just gonna keep chatting for a while. We have a lot of people.
Wait,
here
did you
now.
say 4 people and a cat?
Yeah. Tabs is
Bria-
here.
This
cat?
Whoa.
Reason.
It's
Oh,
Tabs.
I see. Oh, okay.
See, the joke is that he's making the Tabs voice, so therefore.
Oh.
Needs to
What
be
do you
more
think
wheezing.
Tabs would sound like?
Don't you
Needs
know?
to be more wheezing.
Oh, there's no wheezing.
Oh,
That's
Tabs
better.
woken
That's
up.
better.
Tabs woken up.
That's better.
I haven't woken.
That's good.
Leave my
Mom.
boy alone.
Mom, pass me the cigarettes again.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Sorry about the camera. It won't focus.
It's all right.
Maybe you need to put the pancake on his feet, and then it'll focus on that.
Oh.
I think of it more like it pulsing, like. Doo, 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 doo.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, that fixed it.
Yeah, it worked.
Wow.
I used to work in Hollywood.
I understand how pancakes. That's one of those autofocus things. You call them a pancake.
Oh, do you know my favorite thing was? There's a story from Holby City. You used to get these things that were called sausages, but they were basically like long, thin bean bags that you would use as actor markers. Because if they weren't good at hitting marks, you'd put that there, and then they would know to physically stop because their foot had touched something.
Right.
And one time they were doing a night shoot, and they sent out an order for like just loads of bags of chips and sausages and stuff. And they'd just been doing this really long shot that they'd use loads of markers for the focus. And the focus puller was like to this tech assistant, they were like, "Can you go and collect up all the sausages?" And she went around and got all the sausage and chips and brought them over to her.
Oh my gosh.
She was like,
Oh no.
"This is not what I needed."
Sausage supper.
You
is
can't
top
blame
tier.
her though. Like she was asked to bring sausages, and if she was
All
still new, I
the
guess she
sausages.
wasn't gonna like question. She were gonna. I know she needs sausage. Oh well, here we go, and then just goes and grab sausages.
What was her job?
It was in other jobs it would be called a clapper loader or a second assistant camera, but on Holby they called them technical assistants.
Wow.
Why did
That
they send
sounds
me
kinda
titles for the
professional.
same job?
What was that about sausages?
Don't break.
Oh.
Oh,
It was called that
That's
on
just hungry.
Holby. They had this system where basically you'd be the clapper loader and you would do the monitors, but you would also have a 2-week break in between filming where you would fix cables and do general maintenance and stuff, so that it was like a bit more than other jobs, so that's why it got its
Weird
own
that you would have to
title.
wait. Like, surely there's people with like emergency issues that need to be repaired, like limbs and hearts and stuff. in the ho-
Nah.
They just ask the people in the hospital just to wait.
Yeah,
what is
you're
needed,
gonna
right?
have to wait till the end of the block, I'm afraid.
Damn, life in Holby City would be rough.
It's
Sounds
closed
like it.
down now.
Well,
Is that
I'm not
like a
surprised.
Is that like a national tragedy or what?
No.
No. Okay.
Probably say no.
Tabs is real scratchy.
Taboo.
Get the fleas off, get the fleas
They're
off. I
not
can see them.
fleas,
I can
he's
see them.
just itch. Oh, he's having a
Oh, he just ate one.
Yeah,
No.
dumb. There they are. Look, do you see the little black things flying towards the camera?
There's no fleas.
Oh, no.
Oh, big yawn.
Oh.
Oh.
Right, as much as I'm enjoying this, me and Briony should probably play a game.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna go and make some
okay.
lunch.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having us.
Thanks for
everyone.
popping in.
I'm
That was
hungry
fun.
too. I'm always
Bye.
hungry.
Bye,
Thanks.
Tabs. Bye, Tabs.
Bye.
Thanks for having us. Objection.
Bye.
That,
Oh, hey,
nice.
guys, what's
That's
up?
a good reference.
Hello.
Hi, Bree. Popping
Hey.
in all of a sudden. Yeah.
Oh, Bree,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
actually just being kicked out, so
Oh,
you
God.
missed it.
I just got here, though.
Shame. Yeah, I know. We were talking with
I mean,
Tabs
I'm surprised
earlier.
there's room for all of us with Tabs here, though.
Yeah, well.
His poor boy.
I'm leaving.
That's it. When you're in
Bye,
Bristol, you're not
Kirsty.
allowed to visit him.
No. No.
Yeah,
Bye.
you're never allowed to visit him. Bree.
Bye, Kirsten, Elsie, Bree. Talk to you after the stream.
Bye,
See you
everybody.
around.
Bye bye.
All right, they're gone. We're back to just the two of us. That was lovely. Just a little chat with the friends. All of a sudden. Briony? Oh, of course. We need to be in a different call now.
I moved because I was like, what if they try and sneak back in and scare us?
Can't
trust
smart.
them.
Smart. That's a good. That's good thinking. That was lovely having them pop in for a little bit of a chat.
Yeah. Leaking a bit of the
Leaking a
chicken
little
jam
bit,
shit.
yeah. No big deal. No big deal.
But the important thing is, it wasn't us that did it. It was
That's
them.
true.
So it's
It was
fine.
others. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, as not what's the word I'm looking for? As you can all expect, like a lot of cool stuff coming in the Jingle Jam and the near future. It is the best time of year to be a Yogscast watcher
It's the most wonderful time of the
of
year.
the year. Now for another hour of chat. No, I think we probably have to start playing the game. But it has been fun. It has been fun to chat. But we need to get through this case. So let's get
Yeah.
to it. Can you? There you go. Connecting on Parsec. And you use keyboard and mouse. I shall increase the
Oh, I should
volume a
change
little bit.
to Ace Attorney.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. No, I didn't do the leaks. It was the Niles who did the slight leaks. Maybe I hinted at one thing, which was maybe a leak, but nothing big. Yeah, podcast
No
over. People
leaks,
leave. No
only
leaving.
teasers.
Yes, exactly. Nice. I like it. Yeah. Exciting times coming. Should be fun for everyone involved. Right, chat. It's lawyer time. If you remember last time, we stopped right at the moment where it felt like we were about to find out a ton of things, because we're first about to do, because that looks like Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
And he assumed that Wilson was the one singing the weird German folk song.
Wait, no, Mr. Mikotoba.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Mr. McToba, sorry. And we're about to do a logic and reasoning spectacular. That's what we're going to do. And since those
Yes.
ones, the dialogue is usually Ryunosuke and Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock
Mark
Holmes
Humes.
got there last time. This time I think you're going to have to take over his dialogue. Well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe there'll be a little virus, but otherwise there's usually a lot of me talking, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, I'll just do both voices. It's fine. It's fine. You can do Iris if she's involved, and obviously Susato is there as well. So let's go back in history a little bit, because we were talking about Iris is being very quiet all of a sudden, and then we hear the song.
Yeah.
And then
Why was she being quiet? What was it that was mentioned that she was suddenly like, oh, well, but it's that her dad was it's that Sholmes was called up to something, wasn't it?
Well,
Because we
yeah,
went to see the
yeah,
creepy
yeah.
girl.
And she all of a sudden, I have to go real quick, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think she figured out something. I don't remember the exact detail of why she left, honestly.
No. It'll come back to us.
Yeah. And then Iris isn't saying anything, and the German folk song is playing and so on. And Sholmes thinks that he's the one singing, but he's sleeping. The
I
strains
got
are
my
reasoning
haircut
within
yesterday,
me. Playing as a telephone.
and
Yeah?
they cut it slightly shorter than I'm used to, and I keep seeing my eyebrows, and I'm like, oh,
What are those? I don't know what those are.
what are these
Yeah.
things?
Firemouth recommends that this one might be best done with a Briony Herlock. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then I will be Urinosuke. All right. Then take it away.
One melody sings of a reunion full of nostalgia, whilst the other is a morose theme about the great secret you're trying so desperately to conceal, Iris.
She's turned as white as a sheet.
So, as usual, you've instantly seen to the very heart of the matter. And by the time my own brief performance is over, I feel sure this gentleman's song will reach its finale. So then, to Music Land, where all is sweetness and delicacy and harmony. Pray, do enjoy Herlock Sholmes's for a second I thought it said last, and I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Latest Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
The Great Deduction. The game is afoot. Topic 1. Man's identity.
Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp of the English language, as evidenced by the Germanic song he sings, and his apparent inability to understand when asked to desist. So, why is the man here at all, and in such apparently high spirits? The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you. Indeed, we need only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particular part of this mystery. The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the herbal tea. You obviously offered our German guest a cup of your latest herbal blend. The tea's delectable flavor has made the man's spirits soar, and resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessantly from his lips. I eagerly await sampling the flavor myself, that I may join the fellow in his state of elation. Now, to the next question. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of the settee? As it happens, a number of years ago now, a certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in solving a particularly delicate case. He required the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance that might have proved problematic. In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived at my office in a mask. The gentleman's name was Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund von Ormstein, the King of Germany. If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, there can be no question. That mask belongs to the King of Germany. It would appear that His Majesty remembers the fine service I afforded him, and has decided to show his face again, mask and all, in order to express his gratitude. A well-mannered monarch indeed, wouldn't you agree, my dear fellow? So the identity of this masked visitor is in fact my former client, the King of Germany. Indeed, his son is currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the Great Exhibition.
Conclusion, the King of Germany. So apparently this is all a Scandal in Bohemia reference.
Oh. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris. But beyond your apparently inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. A £5 note, I believe. I must say, as your compatriot, I'm deeply saddened. It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness, earning yourself some spending money in exchange for keeping quiet about the King's secret. And now, the final piece of the puzzle. What is this secret you strive to hide with your silence, Iris? Ah, yes. We need only follow that brief, involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer. You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup. My favorite coffee cup, in fact. Or should I say, the handle of my favorite coffee cup. It appears that his high-spirited highness broke it in the midst of his hijinks. Which leads us to the sad truth. My favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany, and Iris, you tried to conceal it from me. I shall have a bill sent via governmental channels to the German royal family for its replacement.
This is mad. Girl silence conclusion to hide the coffee cup. This is insane. This is his wildest one yet.
Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this painful puzzle. With your silence as well, the fellow's jovial warbling rather rings in the ear, does it not? Mr. Sholmes, I must say something does rather trouble me. Pray, Miss Susato, do tell. His Royal Highness doesn't appear to have moved a muscle since we arrived. Ah.
And you haven't said a word either, Iris. If Mr. Sholmes has it all right, you might as well own up to it now.
Your reasoning isn't entirely without substance, I must admit.
And one other thing, Mr. Sholmes.
Yet another grievance, Mr. Naruhodo? Surely not.
Well, I actually read the story of that case recently, the one you were just describing. And according to that, at least, it wasn't the King of Germany, it was the King of Bohemia.
Goodness, was it? Yes, that's quite true. Master Gotz, the prince, testified that in court. In his words, I have come to see the great exhibition, all the way from my home in Bohemia. I would ask that you keep that minor error to yourselves. It could easily become quite a scandal.
Nice.
I believe, Mr. Naruhodo, that it's our turn now to make some corrections to a number of minor errors that might have slipped in.
Just the smallest teensiest errors. Yes, even Mr. Sholmes is willing to admit he might be slightly wide of the mark this time. Although, it's clear that Iris is definitely hiding something. We need to find out the truth behind this mysterious scene.
But one truth is incontrovertible. My favorite coffee cup is no more. So, shall we embark again? On a joint presentation of Sherlock Holmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Man's identity.
Oh wait,
you've already
the
read this
repeaty
bit,
bit,
so-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Blah blah, he is German because he's singing the German.
Fasten flee. Mehr te Vita Wonkes Farms.
As you look to the gentleman,
The teacup.
those bright eyes,
Or because we were by the herbal
herbal
tea.
tea.
So what? It's a mix of herbs that give you the urge to sing?
Goodness, I should like to try some.
I'd like to hear your singing, but this man... Just how long does he intend to keep up with that tune, do you suppose?
As I said, he's been stock still the entire time, and if you look closely, his lips aren't moving either.
Ah.
So I'm not sure what's actually responsible for the spirited singing. But I suspect the answer lies at the end of Iris's gaze.
Yeah, just spin around and click the gramophone.
Ooh. So I can look at the coffee cup.
Yeah. Well, the cup's empty, that's for sure. So I suppose this mysterious gentleman must have drunk the contents.
Iris's special blends are quite delicious, I agree. They always make my heart sing. So I can understand wanting to vocalize those feelings, certainly. In fact, Mr. Naruhodo, you often erupt in boisterous laughter after drinking Iris's tea.
Do? Maybe I should take some lighter laughter lessons from Susato-san in the future. Rather than you know, it's
Oh,
different
there
types of laughter.
it is. Ooh.
Take that!
The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the gramophone.
Indeed, for no well-bred gentleman would break into an obscure folk song when making a social call. In other words, this gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact, it would appear that the fellow is unconscious.
Ah, the music seems to have stopped now.
I ask you, Mr. Naruhodo,
Yes?
why would I have purchased a recording of that gibberish?
How should I know?
Well, never mind. On with the deduction. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of the settee? As it happens, it's the king of Germany.
German man, he had a really long name. Really long name.
Blah, blah, blah.
Wearing mask, but Wilhelm Gottfried Sigismund von Ormsting.
King of Germany. If memory serves, the mask worn by the gentleman is identical. Can be no question the mask belongs to the King of Germany.
Although we've already established that it was actually the King of Bohemia.
It seems Mr. Sholmes intends to persist with his Germany theory for some reason.
Come to think of it, the young prince was wearing a mask as well, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, Master Gotts, the boy whom you had in tears.
Don't remind me, or anyone else. Oh, it must be the boy who had you in tears, surely, right?
Oh.
Because he read the
Oh no,
story
wait,
and was
didn't
sad?
he do the proper like...
Oh no, Master Gotts, is that the
Wow.
little guy? Is he
Yeah.
Gotts? Yeah, of course. He was the one with the long name. Mr. Gotts, the tiny guy. Who cried a lot. Who had the same, they had the same base model as De Rossi, the Italian guy. You know?
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
different,
Do you suppose that all members of the aristocracy of the mainland Europe wear masks?
I'm sure they do. Well, probably, anyway. The point is, that mask doesn't belong to any king.
No, that's right, as we well know. Because we can identify the true owner of this mask. Oh, Jiminy Billy Bob, Kazuma.
Yeah, it's Kazuma's mask. He was wearing this mask before. That belongs to Kazuma Asogi. Yes, there can be no question. That mask belongs to Kazuma Asogi.
In other words, my memory is sublimely unreliable.
Only you could try to make that sound positive. Kazuma's mask has been languishing on his metal chest for several days. Though that doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now.
But it is now a simple matter to determine our guest's true identity. After all, the gentleman is unconscious. We need only excuse ourselves in advance, gently lift off the mask and peer beneath it.
I don't believe it.
Ah! Father! I'm afraid, Mrs. Utter, you must be No, I think not, Mr. Sholmes. Then it would appear our logic and reasoning has once again revealed the truth. This mysterious visitor is my unconscious father, Eugen Mikatoba. What's she done to him?
Logic and reasoning, or just looking and saying? She must have thought that he was involved with her dad somehow and fed him something, maybe like truth serum or something. But then
she made it too strong or something.
Yeah.
Which leaves us with one remaining Oh, wait, this is a repeaty bit. Why is she so quiet? It's the £5
Because she's
debt.
worried that she did something to this person, or I don't know. It's about her dad. It has to be, you know, something about her dad is about. So the knapsack. So there's a £5 note poking out of Iris's knapsack, is it?
Oh dear, I can't be sure. Most money that we encounter is in coin form.
I know. I'm not even sure if we've seen any banknotes here in Britain at all, have we?
But anyway, Father would never have paid money for Iris's silence.
He certainly seems like the silent type himself, though, judging by his present state. There must be some other reason for Iris's silence, I suppose.
Perhaps what Iris is trying so hard not to give away with her eyes is something entirely different.
Alright. What could that be? Is it maybe the... No, you can't click on the teapot.
The metal chest? Is there something in there? Because it has the clasp is down.
Yeah. Should we look at it first?
This metal chest? It contains important documents, doesn't it?
Yes. Details of all the cases Mr. Sholmes has worked on over the years. That sounds like it's right. Written up by Iris's father, if I'm remembering correctly. Iris insists that the chest is kept locked at all times. She's never once shown me inside.
Oh.
It's not locked right now.
Well, its contents are invaluable to her, I suppose, and entirely irreplaceable. But look at it now. The catch is unlocked for once.
Ah, so it is. That's hard to ignore. Very. Oh,
I've never seen that chest unlocked before, in all the time we've been staying here at Baker Street.
I think it's the metal chest then. Take that! Inside that metal chest. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside the metal chest.
An excellent observation, for upon closer inspection there is something different about the chest's appearance. It's kept locked at all times, yet now the catch is open. Evidently, this has something to do with your refusal to speak, Iris. But it's a simple enough matter to incite you to speak, I'm sure.
I merely need to open this chest.
Here we go. No! Harley, don't! Oh my god!
That's what he did too. That's why he's knocked out. Mr. Sholmes.
Oh my god!
A good old-fashioned boxing glove trap. Brilliant. Oh, that's so good. He's dead. I don't know if he's dead, but...
Never. Oh, Hurley, I told you not to open it.
Ah, so you found your voice now, Iris. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth here. Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is...
This is somewhat different to the usual dance of deduction you perform with Mr. Sholmes, isn't it?
Well, he's left me alone on the ballroom floor, so I'm going to have to dance this next part solo. Anyway, I need to get to the bottom of this for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type, so...
You mean you don't actually know the answer yet, despite knowing the point of the finger before? Despite that knowing point of the finger before?
Mrs. Sato. Sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later. Now, if that isn't a quote that like encompasses the entire Ace Attorney's game series, point the finger first, think later.
Oh, well, if you say so. I think we'd better examine Iris more closely and try to rescue the situation then.
Why wouldn't Iris open her mouth the whole time? Look around,
The reason
turn
for
around.
your...
It's nothing. Oh, the key!
Oh, she's holding a
In her
key.
Yeah. That's a key she's holding, look. I'm sure that wasn't in her hands before, was it?
No, you're quite right. It appeared as if by magic.
That's strange. Big old iron key. Where did it materialize from? She probably grabbed it from her knapsack or from her pocket or something.
Yeah.
Take that!
Yes, the real reason for your silent until now is that key behind your back. When Mr. Sholmes was thrown into the air before. He gets it again! Just before you called out to try to stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth. He was hiding it in her mouth.
Oh, that's why she's being like,
Yeah. That something is the key now in your hands. No doubt the key to the chest.
You're so clever, Bruno.
So now it becomes clear. Thanks to Mr. Sholmes' graphic demonstration, you can well imagine what happened here.
But
Professor Megatoba also opened the metal chest, only to get punched into the air and land sprawled on the settee.
such a specific pose as well.
Yeah. It's a very specific punch that lands you in a very specific place in a specific pose.
Yeah. Well, wait. That doesn't explain all the facts. What about the stylish scarf and the cup of tea, and above all, why would he be wearing Kazuma-sama's mask?
Well, for those curious details, I can think of only one explanation. Clearly an unbelievable miracle took place in this room. Isn't that right, Iris? Consider how the room was arranged before this whole painful experience took place. When Professor Mikitoba opened the chest, completely unaware of what awaited him inside, the mask was flung into the air just as he was, only to land neatly on his face when it fell back down. No,
It does
this can't
make
be right.
sense.
That's
Perfect.
That's it. And the teacup's journey through the air ended when it caught on the unconscious professor's finger.
You mean to say that the stylish scarf
Is actually just a tablecloth. This is the great detective's office, after all, a place of miraculous deductions. Would you expect anything less?
Yes,
Oh
You're
my
right.
god, what?
it happened exactly as you said. Brilliant, Bruno.
She's tricking me. Thus concludes Ryunosuke Naruhodo's great deduction of this punchy puzzle.
So then, why don't I make a fresh pot of tea for all of us?
Objection!
Oh,
He got his objection.
an admirable performance, Mr. Naruhodo. But in the final act of the show there, you rather missed everything of importance.
Mr. Sholmes.
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh, did I get a notification? I set it up so that when people buy merch, it appears on the screen.
Oh, that's
And apparently it happened, and I didn't notice.
Oh, dear.
Wait, how
That's
does it?
good.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
bought shirts? Someone buy shirts?
Oh, that was the noise I heard. It just went off in my head, and I just
Hmm.
didn't register it whatsoever.
Just some
Thank
noise.
you, Ms. Ira. Sometimes noises just go off in my head.
Yeah. Bun tap, bun tap, bun tap. Oh, I missed something.
Iris, clearly you're hiding a great. I think
If you cast
if you
your
would
mind
cast your mind back to my earlier deduction, Iris, clearly you're hiding a great secret. Oh, I can't click.
Oh, sorry. I had the thing I was doing on the other screen. That's what moved the thing in the first place. She is. From the look of her face. Mr. Sholmes must be right. Whatever that great secret is.
Oh, sorry.
This is going all over the place. Cat isn't out of the bag yet.
For some reason, I accidentally right-clicked on the screen, and that made it go past. So I put it to you again. You were
Oh my
attempting to
God.
abscond with that coffee cup.
Oh, I thought, wow, is Mr. Sholmes really gonna figure it out this time? Nope, no. Hold on. Let me click my thing. Stop it. I'm clicking elsewhere. It keeps happening. I'm trying to click it. I'm just got stuff happening. Marking as read. Clicking into Streamlabs. Clicking into Grace Attorney. There we go. Must have been smashed when Professor Mikitoba opened the chest.
Oh dear, so many things seem to have been broken here.
Now the deduction has taken a different direction. Iris doesn't seem to be trying to hide the broken cup anymore.
In other words, her great secret is something else.
Let's put our observation skills to work here one final time then.
Okay.
If not the coffee cup, then...
There's a smashed coffee cup.
There's a smashed thing on the ground.
Oh, we've actually got like lots of.
Yeah. Or the
360.
thing with the cups, maybe? No, probably not. You can't even investigate them now. Full 3D.
Yeah, it's nothing on the ceiling.
No.
So something lower down.
Is it the broken coffee cup on the ground floor, do you think, maybe?
Maybe.
Like on the ground, right there. No, apparently that's not that either. Is it anything on Iris? Maybe it is the knapsack at this point.
Should I try present or should I click?
No, just to click it so they can see what they say. Surely this time, at last, the knapsack is going to be the answer.
I'm really not sure why you're so intent on showing Iris's bag to be complicit in these events.
Because it's a sizable bag. Big enough for a sizable...
Big enough to carry things around, Mr. Naruhodo. That's what bags are for.
So, the knapsack might never see the limelight, you mean?
I really wouldn't like to say.
Alright, that doesn't sound like it's the
What
knapsack.
Yeah.
What else could it be then?
The chicken.
It's not a ton of things we can actually click on.
Can we click on anything to do with him? The teapot? No.
No.
Chest?
Maybe some other papers on the ground, or... No.
Nothing's like standing out as like.
Yeah. Anything on that desk, the alchemy desk? No. We can't even click on anything. That's what I'm thinking. Is it something
Maybe-
on Iris at this point? Like that's... But nothing is clickable except the knapsack, it feels. Maybe it is... Aha!
Oh, okay.
Ah, look. There seems to be some more papers there. Is Iris trying to hide them underneath the tray?
The insignia, Mr. Naruhodo. It's an official Scotland Yard document.
What? But what would Iris have? We must
The
ask.
Fasker.
Official... Oh, that was an official Scotland Yard document. All right, that's the one.
Bam.
That!
You are attempting to abscond with that case file.
Iris, as you know very well, nothing escapes the attention of a great detective.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
We visited Scotland Yard's autopsy laboratory earlier today. Dr. Gorey informed us that the autopsy report of Clint Van Zeeks had gone missing.
Clint Van Zeeks. Yes, I do seem to recall. That some years ago I asked to see the report in question. You were with me, weren't you, Iris?
She
Oh,
was
that's
super
what
young
it
then.
was.
What do you mean?
That didn't they say that Sholmes had been there asking questions?
Yeah.
So
But
that
that
was
was
when
some
she
years
started
ago.
going quiet and being like, "Oh well, must leave."
But didn't say it was some years ago.
Yeah.
Because...
I
Oh, you mean it was you, Iris? Why is it not... Why is history button not working? Please, game. There we go. Some years ago.
yeah.
So then she must have been like, I don't know, 8, 7, 6? That was a long time ago.
A baby.
A baby, exactly. So those papers you have there are...
I'm sorry. You made her cry.
No, I'm sorry!
Forgive me.
With the case file. Elementary.
That's what year she was in when she went for the case files.
Yeah.
In truth, I would like to have thought I could have predicted the booby-trapped chest. But it caught me completely off guard. I was very nearly the late consulting detective Herlock Sholmes. I'm sorry, Hurley.
So you mean this auto report really is...
Yes, I took it from the lab, even though I knew it was very important. Was there something in that troubled you, Iris? Not exactly something that troubled me. Something I'd been looking for. When I saw this report, when I saw the writing in it, I knew it was Daddy's. Oh.
The writing?
Your father's writing? What do you really mean? Well, what do you really mean?
Iris? Must be something that's hard for her to talk about. Sad Iris music.
Forgive me for interrupting, my dear fellows.
Mr. Sholmes, what is it?
I feel as though the poor unconscious gentleman on the settee has been somewhat forgotten. Ah, Father! Perhaps we should find our guest somewhere more peaceful to rest. Mr. Naruhodo!
Yes?
Would you be so kind as to lend him your bed? We must do our very best to make him comfortable, I feel.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll help you carry him up.
So will I. No, I can manage alone, thank you. You have tea to enjoy. We wouldn't want Iris's brew to stew.
Guess there's no better way to make the professor comfortable than dragging him upstairs like a truck. I wonder, perhaps that was deliberate. Maybe Mr. Sholmes is making himself scarce to give Iris the chance to talk more freely.
We must use this opportunity to talk with Iris. Find out what's going on.
Okay, Iris chat time. Your daddy.
Daddy? Recently?
Would you like to tell us about it, Iris? About your father?
I'm sure I told you before, didn't I? That Daddy used to be Hurley's partner. Yes, and that notes about the cases they solved together are kept inside that metal chest. That's right. Hurley told me, you see. He said that Daddy's somewhere far away now, so we can't meet.
That's one way of describing it.
Then, when I secretly unlocked the chest and read through the papers inside, I started to build up a picture in my head of what Daddy must be like.
Well, that's only natural.
You're just like any other girl of your age. I read that Daddy was a professor of medical science, so I studied and took my degree too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no big deal. Just she's a PhD at 10.
Yeah.
Well, that's only natural, I suppose.
In that respect, you're not quite like any other girl of your age, though. But there was one thing that I could never find out. Daddy's name.
Ah. Didn't know her name?
His name wasn't anywhere on the notes that he'd made about his work with Hurley. But then one day...
That's what happened, is it? When you saw this autopsy report, you finally managed to work it out. Is that right?
Yes.
So it was the handwriting in the report that caught her eye. Wait, you didn't know her dad's name? That's bizarre.
Yeah. When I saw the writing on that report, I could hardly believe it. I know that handwriting, I thought to myself.
Because it was the same as the writing you'd seen on your father's case notes.
Exactly. I was desperate to compare the two properly. I needed to see them side by side. I asked the doctor in the laboratory, but I was told I couldn't take the report away. And even worse, I was told that was the first and last time we'd be allowed even to look at it there.
You decided to steal it.
Good on ya.
Yeah.
When I compared the autopsy report with the case notes I had here, there was no doubt. The handwriting is exactly the same. It was Daddy's. And the signature of the coroner at the bottom of the autopsy report.
Read Dr. John H. Wilson.
So that's how I finally found out. I learnt Daddy's name at last.
Didn't Sherlock Holmes, Herlock, tell you the name? Like, I'm very
Yeah.
confused. Like, how long has Iris been, like, being taken care of by Herlock, you know? Where's the mom in this situation?
Yeah.
I'm really confused about Iris's family life. See.
Ever since then, I've called myself Iris Wilson. And that's also when I had the brilliant idea of writing all about Daddy's exciting times with Hurley. I've just had a double raid from Vizty and Overlight. Thank you very
Nice.
much. Were you plating up? Were you doing a little bit of plate up?
Little bit up.
I decided there and then that I'd write the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Oh, Iris, I had no idea the stories had quite such a deep personal significance for you.
I can see why the autopsy report was so important to her now. And why she was prepared to break the law to get her hands on it. That's probably
I
Sherlock.
must apologize, Iris. This is really all my fault. Hurley? I made a promise, you see, that until the time was right, I'd keep the details about your father a secret. I know. I've been very naughty. I'll take the autopsy report back to Dr. Gorey and apologize. I promise. Yes, we'll go together, I think. Then, let me look after it for you until we get there. Ooh.
That is definitely something we want to read.
Yes. Do 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 do.
Clint Van Sieks, male, 33, British. He's British. He doesn't have a very British name. Coroner John
British.
H. Wilson. Time to 31st May between 9 p.m. and midnight. Death from a single stab wound to the heart. Other superficial external wounds indicative of a duel. Recent scarlet ink stains visible on the little and ring finger of the right hand, but no document in corresponding ink was found. Autopsy findings. Vital evidence recovered from the victim's stomach during autopsy. Credit to Inspector Gregson for petitioning so doggedly for the autopsy procedure. No internal trauma noted anywhere nearby. So he had vital evidence in his stomach.
Huh.
All right. John H. Wilson.
I must go and water my herbs, I think. I'll see you all later.
Poor Iris. She must be feeling awful. I know Mr. Sholmes is here for her, but still. I'm still very confused about her, like, how she grew up. Like, fair enough, like, that Holmes, Sholmes was like, I'm not supposed to tell you about your dad. Surely
Yeah.
a name. But then I guess if she knew the name, she would figure out most everything else, because his name was kind of known, you know? But still. How long has Sholmes taken care of her? Like, I mean, at the very least, you know, if he went to Japan and whatever, like, he probably left Iris home. But where's the mother? Is there a mother? That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah. Ah! What? How? What's the meaning of this, Mr. Sholmes?
Mr. Sholmes?
Oh dear me. So, you've noticed, I see. But that would mean...
What on earth's the matter, Mr. Soto? You've turned as white as a sheet.
It's this autopsy report, Mr. Naruhodo. The one from 10 years ago. The writing isn't Dr. Wilson's at all.
Huh? What do you mean? How could you possibly know that?
Because I know this writing very well.
It's her father's.
This writing is my father's. Oh.
What? Professor Mikatoba's?
Indeed, it's true. What? Is this going to turn out that he had a friend who was called John H. Wilson and then he just stole that name for writing and he wrote the things and then it's going to turn out that they're like sisters?
Well, I mean, okay. I don't think Mikatoba is Iris's actual dad. Like, that makes no sense. Like, I don't think that would be the case at all. Because why would he have just... First of all, because Sholmes, I keep calling him Holmes, went on a bunch of adventures with this Wilson character, right?
Yeah.
But if the writing is the same, then yeah, he was the one that wrote all the case files. Wrote them as John H. Wilson.
Yeah, because her daddy went away when she was little and was away for ages.
Yeah, you're right. He had been in Britain for a long time. Oh my god, really?
I think they're
they might be sisters?
Half
Possibly
sisters,
half sisters, maybe then, yeah.
But does that mean where are either of their mums?
Yeah, where are their mums? Guess we'll find out.
And now you know, my dear fellows.
No, I don't know anything. What on earth does all of this mean, Mr. Sholmes? It's the idea that's slowly forming in my mind. It's just too extraordinary to believe. This is like a miracle punch that lands everything in the right place. Please, you have to explain. So, this autopsy report was actually penned by Professor Mikatoba then. But that makes no sense. It's not possible, surely.
Not possible. My dear fellow, pray, take a deep breath and think again. Yes, you're right. In some ways, it actually makes a great deal of sense, does it?
It does?
10 years ago is when Father returned to Japan after his extended study tour in Britain.
Okay. So he fathered a child back then. Yeah. And then went back. And so then... Oh my god. So then Iris was born and her dad was away because he was back in Japan with his other daughter. Right? And all of the time he had been in Britain, he had been Sherlock Holmes's partner under the pen name Dr. John H. Wilson. But then I'm wondering, who was the guy who died in the first case? Was he just some dude?
Just some
who happened
dude
to
maybe
also
they were
be,
like...
But he was a friend of Mikatoba.
Yeah, so maybe that was just like he thought they'd prefer these stories if they had a British name.
Yeah, so he took
I'll
the
just
name of his friend.
use my friend's name.
I'll give you the credit, basically, or that type of thing. Yeah, because he's like, it's probably not good if everyone knows I'm the partner or whatever. Because obviously, like in the second he showed up in this case, it's like, all right, he looks like Watson. He looks like the classic Watson from Sherlock Holmes, you know?
Yeah.
But who is he then? Is he just a friend? Or is he someone special as well? The actual John H. Wilson, you know? That's what I want to know now. But yeah, so they're sisters? They're half-sisters then? So that means Mikitoba cheated on his wife when he was in Britain?
Well, no, because she was already dead.
All right. Yeah, she died a very long time ago.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
she was raised by her nana.
Yeah, that's true. We mentioned that, yeah.
And
Dude,
prior to
this
his
is crazy.
return, where was Dr. Mikitoba engaged?
Oh, of course. He was an assistant in Dr. Wilson's laboratory, learning about forensic science.
Oh,
So they were
that's-
friends. And then he just took his
Yeah.
name for writing the thing.
And as an assistant, he would have aided with the dissection work, making detailed notes, which would be assembled into the full autopsy report.
Unless, of course, it was still Dr. Wilson who did it, and he just did the writing. Like, at this point on, it's just like, oh yeah, and then I just did the writing. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't think so. That would be such a disappointing reveal after all the possibilities, you know?
Once the work was complete, the head coroner would check the contents and put his signature on the documents. Oh. In other words, the only writing of Dr. Wilson's in the report would be his signature at the end.
Wait,
So
okay, but then
it's-
all he writes is his signature? Has Mikitoba
So
learned
then
how to
she
forge it
doesn't-
then, or?
know his name. She only knows... I don't understand.
I'm a little bit too confused. There's a lot of things happening right now. Because Sherlock is now saying that, oh, he just, like, Mikitoba just did the writing because he was the assistant.
Yeah, but that's the writing that she recognized.
Exactly, that's the writing, like, so she's recognizing that, okay, so then, but, so Wilson still did all of these things, it just Mikitoba wrote it down. That's if that's the case, that's a very disappointing conclusion. That, oh no, it was still Wilson doing all these things. It just, the handwriting is Mikitoba's, because he just, like, you know, Wilson dictated it, and he wrote it, including the signature?
No, I guess he just, like, he wrote up the report and then the actual John Wilson signed it.
But wouldn't they have noticed that the signature was a different handwriting than the actual text in the report?
No, I guess it's just that, you know, that's what makes it official, is that he's signed it. It's like getting your secretary to type something up for you and then you just
Sure, but
sign
that's
it at the end,
typing,
I guess,
though.
once you've checked it up.
But that's typing.
Yeah.
Like, apparently all of the case files were written in the same handwriting that is in Mikitoba's handwriting, which indicates
Well,
that
is it?
Mikitoba wrote the entire thing.
Yeah, so I think the autopsy report was just signed by John H. Wilson, but then Mikitoba actually wrote the case. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that might be possible. Like, Mikitoba wrote all of the details, but Wilson did just put the signature. That was the thing, right? But if that's the case, this has been a bait and switch. this has been basically
Yeah.
like, what are they saying? No, it's just he just happened to write it, and that's it. There's no more mystery. You know? I don't know. So Iris got the wrong end of the stick, you mean? She saw that and assumed the whole report had been written by Dr. John H. Wilson.
Very understandable, of course.
What a complicated situation. Yeah, signed by Wilson, though Miss Mikitoba in the report. Yeah.
Okay.
Thinking about it, most of what we know about you, Mr. Sholmes, comes from the published stories of your exploits.
Yes, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, written by Iris.
No, hold on. Okay. So Mikitoba didn't write all of the stories.
No.
Dr. Wilson did write all of the stories about Sherlock Holmes. And that's why Iris recognized the signature. Because the signature was the handwriting. That's the same as all the stories about Sherlock, or the case files, so to speak, right? Because Mikotoba surely didn't write all of those, I can imagine.
I don't know anymore.
I'm too confused now. It's been too much.
Because your signature looks very different to handwriting.
Yeah,
I'd say.
it does. So are we saying that Iris saw the autopsy report, saw that the text was exactly the same as the case files that was her father's, that she's using to write up the published stories,
Yeah.
and then sees the name written at the bottom and goes, oh, so this handwriting is John H. Wilson's, my dad's.
Yeah.
But what actually happened was that the handwriting in both the case files and the autopsy report was Mikotoba's, but the name was just Wilson's, so he signed himself. Just the handwriting that was Mikotoba's.
Yeah.
I hope that's not the case, because then I'm disappointed. Because that feels like we're about to get our minds blown, but instead it's just, oh, but he wrote it though. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh well.
I don't know.
And we really have no way of knowing what's fact and what's fiction.
Most troubling for you, my dear fellow, I'm sure.
So what about this supposed partner of yours? Did he really exist or not?
Ah, you've come straight to the point, I see. And please come straight to the answer. I believe Iris explained it in one of her installments. He was a trusted comrade, and the only person I could truly have called a friend. And did this partner of yours truly make a record of all your cases? Are his notes really stored inside that metal chest? Absolutely, my dear madam. Absolutely.
So, where's your partner now?
We rarely meet. You see, he lives on the other side of the world.
There you go. Okay. But if this autopsy report and the records of all your old cases are penned by the same hand, and if the autopsy report was written, though not signed, by your famous partner, there would be only one logical conclusion.
Bray, impress me.
Your partner would have to be Yujin Mikotoba. In other words, Misusato's father.
On my word, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
You are coming along wonderfully. You have hit upon the method at last. You finally grasped the art of deduction.
You mean to say...
Allow me to introduce you to my great friend and partner, Mikotoba.
Professor Mikotoba! So it is what we're... Then who the fuck was Dr. John H. Wilson? Maybe he was still who he was. It's just... He just, like we said, he was just using his name instead, you know? And he was a doctor and everything, but he wasn't the partner.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm not looking at chat at the moment, just in case I get too much clues, you know?
Does this mean that you're the real Dr. Wilson?
No. My dear, I'm still my old self. Yujin Mikotoba, your father.
Oh, of course.
This is obviously too much for Sato-san to take in. I must say, though, how my old friend has attained worldwide celebrity. As a great mystery solver is the greatest mystery of all.
I still remember the first time we met.
Pray remind me. Oh.
Pray, remind me, when was it again, Mikotoba?
16 years ago, Sholmes.
Ah, yes, quite. 16 years ago.
I just arrived from Japan with Seishiro and Genshin. I was in search of lodgings close to the hospital. Some comfortable rooms at a reasonable price.
But rents are devilishly high in that particular area.
That's right. So I decided I needed someone to share lodgings and the expense. And was fortunate enough to be introduced to Sholmes, who found himself in a similar situation.
I was a callow fellow back then, a mere shadow of the great detective you see before you now. I was working at the hospital's chemical laboratory at the time, indulging my curiosities for a little gain.
And the situation of our cohabitation led us to pursuing cases together, you see. Hard to believe. It was a mere 6 years. We had a great many adventures.
But in the last year of Mikotoba's stay in Britain, that most infamous of cases presented itself.
The Hounds of Baskerville.
The case with which you've become rather familiar yourselves. The Professor killings.
After the trial, Seishiro and I were summoned back home. Hardly surprising, given the circumstances.
So there you have it. Ooh. Morning caught up with me at last.
It did.
And as you know, all the details recorded by my trusty chronicler remain in that metal chest.
This is just amazing. Professor Mikotoba really is Mr. Sholmes' famous partner.
Father?
Goodness, my dear, what a cutting look.
As your daughter, I'm very proud to learn that you were the great detective's great partner. But nevertheless, I guess this explains why she knew about Hound of the Baskervilles when it was like a secret thing, because maybe he left a script lying around or something, a transcript.
Maybe. I have so many questions.
There's another mystery that I really must ask you to explain now.
Ah, and that is?
You know very well what it is. The unresolved matter of Iris's father.
Of course, I'd almost forgotten about that one. I hadn't! I've been thinking about it since the first case, the entire time. I should have seen this coming, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know how to do a Japanese accent. I'm trying my best to just make him sound different than all the others anyway.
Iris told us that all the notes about the great detective's adventures are in that metal chest. Were written by her father. Isn't that correct, Mr. Sholmes? That is indeed what I told young Iris. But if you're Mr. Sholmes' partner, father, and you wrote all those case notes, then Iris's father must be you.
Ah!
On my word, Miss Usato. You are coming along wonderfully as well. You, too, have hit upon the method at last. You finally grasped the art of deduction.
What? Oh, he might not know. He might not know that Iris is his daughter.
Yeah.
Because he left before she was born, probably.
But who's mommy?
We don't know that. But that might have been just some woman he met, And they had a night of passion and then left, right? And then the woman is like, your friend had, this and then Sherlock knows that woman and then she dies or something as well. And then Sherlock takes care of the kid, of Iris.
Yeah. What you've always told me, father, is that my mother died when I was born 16 years ago. And you left me in grandmother's care whilst you embarked on your study tour of Britain. And I've always accepted that. But all this about Iris...
There it is. Susato-san's ice cold stare. No, hold on a minute. It was very complicated. I mean, it's really not what you think.
Then
Oh,
perhaps you'd like to
Susato,
explain
take
exactly
careful.
what it is.
There it is. Now the eyes go from ice cold to red hot. Just before she... No, really. You've got the wrong end of the stick. Shomes, say something, man. Oh, he put on his clothes.
That's quite enough, my fiery fellows.
Mr. Shomes, where did he get all dressed up?
Whilst I don't like to interrupt this exciting exploration of the past, Mikotober and I have an urgent matter that requires a short excursion.
Way. You are staying right here to explain everything.
But it's very late, Mr. Shomes. Where must you go?
This is such standard thing. Rather than explaining, it's like, no, hold on. I can explain. It's not what you think. It's something else. I won't tell you what it is, but I want you to wait and don't say. I'm not saying anything though. But it's not what you think. I'm not saying what it is. But yeah, it's like, just say it. Just say it.
I always think that, you know, when you have like a movie scene where someone says something and then they walk out the room and then it just fades, and you're like, no, you'd be like, sorry, what was that? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Can you just explain that?
Go.
You wouldn't be like, oh, guess that's done then.
Yeah, like you walk in on you know someone lying on your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, and you're like, how dare you, I'm running, and then he goes or she goes, wait, no, it's not what you think, just wait, hold on, please, Rithian, please stop, wait, please, and I'm just leaving, running, like, just say she's helping you find my contact lens or whatever. Just say what it is. Like, give the actual explanation rather than it's not what you think, wait please. It's such a trope, right? And in this case, yeah, it's it was a little bit of that with him, like, no, it's not what you think. I promise it's wrong. No, just say what it is. Just say.
Yeah. Why, my dear madam, is that not obvious? My partner and I must pursue our natural enemies. So, get your coat, Mikotober. The game is afoot.
Yes, please. But Chums, I really must give Susato a full explanation, I think.
Later, my dear fellow. Later.
No!
Our carriage awaits downstairs already.
Chums, you are the worst. You haven't changed one iota, have you? I mean, really. I visited their home after 10 long years. And when I opened that chest in a fit of nostalgia, I quite inexplicably pass out. Yeah. And as if that wasn't enough, when I eventually regained consciousness, I'm plunged straight into all this.
Father, please. Go with Mr. Shomes now. Wait, what?
What? No!
I've no doubt that whatever happened, you were acting in everyone's best interests.
He's gonna get murdered and we'll never know!
I trust you completely.
Susato.
And sending the great detective and his partner off to a renewed adventures together is more than I could have hoped for in my wildest dreams.
Very well then. We'll speak again later.
So, I believe your own work is done for the day. I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow.
Yes, Naruhodo. Good luck in battle and in reaching a decision. Decision? About whether to go back to Japan, I suppose.
So much happened that day that I barely knew what to do with myself. It would only be later that I'd come to realize how amidst the chaos I'd unleashed were all the clues I needed to finally unearth the truth, and that all the turmoil was necessary to give me the resolve to see everything through.
And?
Oh. End.
Oh my god!
Bye,
So then-
everyone.
So they split up the last case into 2 cases. Or 2
Oh
episodes.
my gosh.
Interesting. The resolve of Reynosuke Naruhodo. Huh.
So, I don't know whether to, because we were going to finish the 4th one and then do a break because of Yin
Yeah.
Yang, and then do the
Yeah.
next one, but it's only 4 o'clock.
I know. I mean, well, okay.
Do we start the next one?
No, I don't think we should. We have only
Should we
been
see if
streaming-
Casty and Nowsy want to play Played Up?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, basically. So, okay, my mind is still blown. Like, I understand why we didn't do this last year because it still was like an hour's talk. More than an hour, actually. A little bit more. 1 hour, like an hour, 10 minutes. And we didn't have the
Yeah.
time for the 1 hour, 10 minutes the last stream. So
Yeah,
we
'cause I
made
had
the
to
right
go
call,
out, didn't
right?
I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I don't think we can because if we start now, there might be like well over a month break probably until we do the next
Yeah,
session.
that's
And I
what
think that
I'm
would be a bad thing. It'd be much
thinking.
better to jump into the last case. So yeah, let's
my
see if we can
gosh.
find. We'll say that this is the end for now. This is a logical break point, and then we'll have the final chapter like in I don't know January probably. Then we'll do this. So we need to figure out something else to do. Let's see if we can find the other 2. Oh, you've already asked.
Sound the Played Up klaxon. Oh my goodness. I was thinking, because I think we were both thinking, like, how is this going to wrap up? Because the replies, Nowsy, okay, Casty, plate.
Okay, we'll go in there and use that voice call.
Okay,
Okay, see you soon.
I'll call it. Bye bye.
Yeah. Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
It's just you and me so far. Okay, damn. Okay, well I'll save this then. Well, it's already saved actually.
Yeah.
My God, so much happened in that last hour. You know, if we hadn't had so many podcasts, we would have been done with that. But then we would have started Act 5 now, and we would have had to break for that in the middle of Jingle Jam. So that's not great.
Yeah. It feels like they've opened up more boxes than they've closed.
Yeah, there's going to be a hell of a box closing now towards the end.